What is the gear ratio of a trolling reel? Have you ever wondered how the gear ratio of a trolling reel affects your fishing experience? Understanding this concept can make a big difference in your success on the water. The gear ratio of a trolling reel indicates how many times the spool turns for each full turn of the reel handle. For instance, a gear ratio of 4:1 means the spool spins 4 times for every 1 turn of the handle. This number is important because it influences how quickly you can retrieve line. Most trolling reels have lower gear ratios compared to bait casting or spinning reels. Typical trolling reel gear ratios range from about 2:1 to 4:1. This slower speed is intentional because trolling involves pulling lures or bait behind a moving boat at a steady pace. A lower gear ratio provides more cranking power, which is essential when handling larger fish and heavier lines. For example, a reel with a 2:1 gear ratio retrieves lines slowly but with maximum torque. This is ideal for deepwater trolling or when using large lures that create a lot of drag. On the other hand, a 4:1 reel retrieves line faster, which can be helpful when you need to quickly bring in a fish or when trolling at higher speeds. When deciding on a gear ratio, consider your target species and the type of fishing you will be doing. If you are trolling for big lake trout or salmon in deep water, a lower gear ratio helps maintain control and reduces fatigue during long fights. Conversely, if you are after fast-moving species like walleye or bass in shallower water, a slightly higher gear ratio allows you to pick up line quickly when a fish strikes. It is also important to think about the reel's line capacity. Trolling often requires long lines and heavy weights. A reel that holds plenty of line and has a sturdy drag system is just as important as the gear ratio. Matching your reel's gear ratio to your fishing style and target species will help you maximize your time on the water. In summary, the gear ratio of a trolling reel is a key factor in how you present your bait and how effectively you can fight and land fish. Lower ratios mean more power and slower retrieves, while higher ratios offer faster line pickup. Choose the gear ratio that best fits your trolling technique and the fish you are after.